Hello, I'm Haley Henahan from Littlesleepersanddreamers.com, and I am your pediatric sleep consultant. If you would like to connect with me, please send me an email at littlesleepersanddreamers@gmail.com. This video is part of my 5-part video series, which goes over my top 5 sleep training tips. Go ahead and hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you will be alerted when the next video in this series is available to you. In this video, I will be going over my tip number 3, which is ditching the pacifier. Say what? Yes, your child may be losing sleep because of their pacifier. Before you freak out, hear me out. Stay tuned. Sleep tip number 3, ditch the pacifier. Now, I know this is a controversial topic. Parents love their pacifier. The children love their pacifier. You might be thinking, how is my child going to sleep without their pacifier? Well, let's back up. First, I want to say newborns. Newborns need the pacifier. They don't have the techniques to self-soothe yet, and they do have the natural instinct to suck. So they will be needing the pacifier. This video is for children older than 4 months old. So if your child is under 4 months old, continue to give them the pacifier. But after 4 months old, they do not need it anymore. There are a lot of issues that can happen because of the pacifier. The pacifier can actually slightly alter tongue and teeth positions in your child's mouth, causing speech delays or speech issues. Also, if your child has a pacifier in their mouth, they are not able to express their feelings and practice words with that in their mouth. You also might find that you might be playing the binky game, or the pacifier game, or the Nook game, whatever it is. Your child might need the pacifier to go to sleep, and then an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours later, it falls out, they wake up, they start crying, you have to go back and put it in their mouth. You'll be doing that constantly. Or maybe you're the parent that the second you see it come out of the mouth, you're running down the hall, popping it back in hopes that they don't wake up. Or maybe you're the parent that scatters 5, 10, 12 pacifiers all over the crib in hopes that when your child wakes up and realizes they don't have the pacifier, they will search for one, grab the nearest one, put it back in their mouth, and go to sleep. Or maybe your child is old enough that if the pacifier falls out, they are able to wake up, find it, put it back in, and go back to sleep without crying or needing any help from you. But they are still getting broken sleep. So let's talk a little bit about broken sleep. Think of yourself as an adult. If you toss and turn all night long and you wake up and you look at the clock and maybe it's midnight and now it's 1:30 and now it's 4 o'clock and now it's 6 a.m. and you're not getting that straight restful sleep, you will wake up tired. That is the same for a baby. Now, even if that child is able to wake up, find the pacifier, put it back in their mouth, and go back to sleep, they're still waking up. They are fully alert, finding that pacifier before they go back to sleep. They are getting broken sleep. They will wake up tired. Studies have also shown that behavior is linked to sleep. Children that are getting a full night's sleep without any interruptions are going to be more content, more rested, less fussy during the day. Also, we see that parents tend to use the pacifier to help with a fussy child. If your child is getting all the sleep they need at night and great naps, they won't be as fussy and there won't be that need for the pacifier. So does the thought of taking your child's pacifier away give you shivers? Are you wondering, how am I going to do this? How will my child sleep? How will my child be content without this pacifier that they are relying on? Let's talk about sleep training. So sleep training is the process in which a child falls asleep independently without any assistance. This is a sleep prop that is not helpful to your child. This is an outside sleep prop that will hinder their sleep instead of aid to it. This is something that they can't control, as it will fall out of their mouth during the night. But your child has naturally given suckers. They are given 10 fingers to suck. They can't lose this in the night. It can't go to the other end of the crib. It's attached. So even if they don't have a pacifier, they will have their fingers to use. This will help them soothe without having all the other issues of playing the pacifier game or scattering the pacifiers all over the crib. This will help them go to sleep independently. So what you need to do, in my personal opinion, is to cut the pacifier cold turkey. One day you have it, the next you don't. You might be thinking, oh my goodness, that is very drastic. How come I can't help my child lead up to not having their pacifier? Well, in my opinion, I feel like it's a little confusing when you're weaning a child from the pacifier. One minute they have it and then it's a little less and a little less and then they don't. It just confuses them, like, should I have it? Can I not? If you just cut it cold turkey, it will send a clear signal to them that they are big enough that they don't need it. Now, I also know that sometimes parents even have a problem with thumb sucking. But the thing with thumb sucking is it's natural. It's what they do when they're inside the womb. As your thumb sucking infant gets older, they will be busy. They will start to play with their toys. There is not a lot of room for thumb sucking while they're busy, while they're playing. Now, if they start getting a little older, even 2 years old, and they are still sucking their thumb a lot during the day, then you can actually find a family psychologist that will help give your child coping skills to use instead of their thumb. And this will help them learn not to suck their thumb, but to do something else that will help them to soothe. But as I said, thumb sucking is natural and it is not something that will be a big issue with your child, especially at age 12 months. You can introduce a lovey. When they have a lovey, they will start to bond with that and have something to cuddle with instead of needing their thumb to fall asleep. Now, if you have an older child, I don't recommend just secretly throwing out all the pacifiers and whoop, we're done. I would like you to have a conversation with them. I want you to tell them, guess what? You're such a big boy. You're such a big girl. You don't need this anymore. And then give them one. Have them throw it in the trash. And then give them something else. Now they can have another stuffed lovey. No more than 2 because they don't want to have a distraction when they're trying to go to sleep. But after 18 months, you can have up to 2 loveys in your crib. So they can have 2 loveys, or give them something special that might smell like mom or dad, maybe a shirt or just something that is small but still something that they can cuddle with. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that if you have any questions about what I've said in this video, that you would reach out to me, ask me anything. I am very open to have this conversation with you. You can find me by sending me an email at littlesleepersanddreamers@gmail.com. And again, be sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos in this series. And if you would like a quick glimpse of all of my top 5 sleep training tips, you can find that in the description box below. Go ahead and grab that and you can start on your sleep training journey. If you did not get a chance to check out the first 2 videos in this series, you can check them out here and here. I'll see you in the next video. Sweet dreams.